Peter Mullen here, bringing you tips, ideas and motivation on how to stay fit, sane and healthy. And some wonderful tips and ideas from some of my friends and family. And also shining the spotlight at the moment on really supporting our local businesses, particularly through these current times. Now today I'm going to be talking with you as you all know, as a naturopath, us naturopaths, really, everyone agrees. Hello, Kylie. I haven't got to your introduction yet.
Oh, sorry, I've jumped on too early. Keep
No, you're
going.
all good. You're all good. I was just going to say that as a naturopath, good food is the cornerstone of having good health. And I'm really excited to be talking with Kylie Pheils. Now, Kylie Pheils, hello, Kylie.
Hello.
So Kylie and her husband, James, are the owner-operators of MamaP, and which we're very lucky to have here in Newcastle in Charlestown. So it's a family-run business, and basically it's a whole food cafe. So Kylie, so a lot of people I know watching this today would know exactly who you are and where you are. But can you tell us a bit about your story? How did you get started to be, running a whole food cafe?
Look, I've always been in and around food. And my youngest son, I've got two boys. My youngest son at age around 2 started to develop asthma, eczema, lots of rashes, constant hay fever all the time. So I, of course, you go to the doctor and the doctor just wants to prescribe antihistamines and steroid creams. I wasn't happy with that as an option, so I visited a whole range of different naturopaths, nutritionists, everything over the years. Went down the route of using food to heal. So we cut out gluten, dairy, the main common allergens, additives, preservatives, everything in the diet. And we did that across our whole family. And we just saw huge improvements, major, absolutely phenomenal. So, of course, I had to start then making all my food from scratch, because if you're going into the supermarket, you cannot buy anything that is healthy. Well, you can. Look, there is stuff there, but even down the health food aisle, there's so much of that is so heavily processed now.
Yeah.
So, I, at that time, joined the Thermomix community. I'm sure you probably know about them.
We love our Thermomix.
Yeah, well, I currently have 7 Thermomixes. But yeah, just started making food from scratch, and that got the ball rolling, so to speak. That was the pun. That was our very first product I used to make was the little bliss balls about 7 or 8 years ago. A friend of mine, he had a cafe. So we started just selling our stuff wholesale, and then the opportunity presented itself for a cafe, and here we are. So that's sort of how we got into that sort of foodie angle of real foods, no additives, no preservatives, no gluten, no dairy. It was naturally plant-based. And yeah, we just saw major improvements and just thought the world needs more of this, especially our community. There were so many people who just wanted the option of being able to have something nice to eat that was good for you as well.
Well, look, back to your, what did you call them? What were your balls called?
Look, bliss balls, that was what they sort of were at the beginning, the old bliss balls. They were all the rage when they first came out 7 years ago.
Well, they were definitely one of my favourites back in the day. So thank you for that. Now, as naturopaths, as I was saying before, like diet is really cornerstone to having good health. And a lot of my patients, depending on what their health conditions are, like we always talk to them about, going gluten-free, going dairy-free, refined sugar-free, which is what you're all about as well. Now, I'm sure that when I talk with patients about cutting out bread and cutting out milk, I'm sure they look quite calm on the outside, but I'm sure on the inside, they're panicking, thinking, my goodness, what am I going to eat? So with what you're doing, it's fantastic because it really helps people to realize that food can be nutritious and taste fantastic as well. So you guys are an inspiration of what you can do really well that tastes fantastic when you are going gluten and dairy and additive free. So yeah, I'm going to recommend my patients come out and have a look at your menu and try some of your food, because we're very much about going back to the basics of, you know, everybody learning how, or getting invigorated or remotivated to start to take things home and make things from scratch themselves. So thank you so much for that. Now, with your boys, like, given the current climate, homeschooling at the moment, or holidays at the moment?
Holidays at the moment.
How's homeschooling going?
It's good and bad. It's both. I have so my boys are 11 and 13 now. My 13-year-old just started high school. He absolutely loves it. He's Google Classroom, everything online, really interactive. I don't even have to do anything to him. He completely sorts himself out, does all his assignments. My one in year 5, he hates it. He hates homework. He hates being told what to do. So I've got the absolute yin and yang of the homeschooling. So we just have to do what we can do. I don't put too much pressure on him. He reads all the time, so it's just a bit of trying to find that balance, because we are also we haven't stopped here at the cafe. We're still going. We've increased our sales. Yeah, so we haven't stopped. So we haven't actually been sitting at home with them. All the time.
You've been busy the whole time, which is fantastic. Now, just with one of my passionate areas in practice is kids and kids' health, and obviously when it comes to kids and kids' health, you know, diet again is a really big thing. What are some of the things that your boys particularly love to eat? Like, do they get involved in any of your food prep? How have you found they've taken to your way of eating, and or not your way, the right way to be eating?
Well, again, so funny. They are polar opposites. So my youngest one, who has all the food allergies and everything, he would absolutely eat anything. He loves new food. He tries anything. Yet my eldest one, who has not a single allergy, he doesn't even have hay fever. He's really a lot more particular and fussy with what he eats. So it's a give and take. But as long as, and I've got one who likes to cook, who's my youngest one, and my eldest one, he doesn't like to cook at all. But look, it's just a matter of, this is the food that we've got in the cupboard. This is what we have. Now that he's older, like my 13-year-old, who's a bit more fussy, he always stirs us up about gluten-free, and is that healthy? Is that gluten-free? Is that dairy-free? I'm not eating it. But I said, well, you've been eating it for years and you didn't know about it. True. And so he's okay. He's just happy to have food cooked for him. So look, it's what we've got in the cupboard. But occasionally, I was just going to say, occasionally, look, it's 80-20. Look, we do go out. They still will get some treats here and there, as much as I hate it. Like, he will occasionally, my eldest, get McDonald's, but he absolutely regrets it. It goes straight through him.
Good.
So, and I try, and I've taught both of them that you have to gauge how you feel after food. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to say that is a really crappy choice. And you're going to be on the toilet, you're going to have stomach cramps, and that absolutely happens to them every time. But every couple of months, they want to try it again, and they have the same symptom. And I'm like, look, everyone does that. Even adults do it. We know we shouldn't be eating it, but we still got to give it a go just to check. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a really good point. Like, I say that a lot to my my patients, is that people don't realize, I don't think, how much food does affect them. You know, energy, mood, anxiety, depression, like all of these conditions are affected by what we're eating. So it's awesome that your boys are starting to make that connection between, you know, eating a certain food and then whether their body telling them whether they like it or not. So
Yep.
Definitely sounds like you're on the right track. But it's good to hear, particularly the age the boys are as well. Now, tell me, with how's things different in your business at the moment, given the current climate and everything that's going on?
No customers in the cafe.
Yeah, of course.
So this is so normally, of course, here's our cafe, and the tables are all pushed up against the wall. We've also, I'll just take you on a little walk over here. We've installed a we've got our little window which goes out onto the highway out the front. So we've installed like a nice little perspex petition to try and minimise exposure between customers and our staff.
Yes.
Look, we've gone online, like our whole menu is online. So if everyone wants to have a look, we've got an app which you can pre-order all our meals online, choose the time you want to come in and pick it up, and we have it all ready takeaway before you arrive. So
Fantastic.
yeah, so that's been good. A little addition on that. We've still got like our little range of we have a range of like a retail range of products, which of course aren't selling too great at the moment because we can't use keep cups and all of those products, which is a bit of a bummer. But we do use here at MamaP plant-based compostable cups, lids, all of our packaging. So
fantastic.
we really do care about and make sure that the environment is looked after as well.
That's awesome. And tell me, Dana was mentioning that you guys are doing delivery now as well.
So we are not doing delivery personally, but we have teamed up with a company called Your Food Collective. Now they're a local company who do like fruit and veg boxes of all local produce within 200 k's of Newcastle delivered to your door. Fantastic. It's essentially a bit like the farmers market. So we've teamed up with them. They've also got like an expanding pantry range of breads, foods. So we're making a heap of ready-made meals for them. And a whole heap of our menu products we've put onto their database. So you can jump on, order some stuff from them, order our food through them as well, and have it delivered to your door.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's congratulations. Like that's a great innovation with all of those ideas or suggestions in such a short period of time. And that's something that I've been really amazed with patients, with everybody, how adaptable everybody's been and how quick everyone's been to make changes. So congratulations on that, on being able to keep up with everything, particularly with your store, with your cafe rather being empty. Now, just a couple more questions. What have you been doing, like personally, to look after yourselves and the kids at the moment? What are some of the things you've been doing to keep well through this time?
Look, I was just saying to someone the other day, I am actually really enjoying this time right now in life, as crazy as it is. It's just a real time of connection. I feel that that the world is a lot calmer, that people, especially now, this is what we can see directly from running a busy cafe where people are in and out all day, and it's just calm. It's just everyone's not rushing to get to somewhere. And I love the fact that we sort of go home. We don't have to run off to kids' sports. There's no extra after school activities to run to. There's no here, there's no there. We just get to chill out. We get to sit down. We get to have a family meal every night, which is definitely something probably twice a week because we were all busy of an evening. We would never get to do. So that has been amazing to be able to really just connect as a family together doing that. So,
and I think that's definitely a silver lining with everything at the moment, isn't it? We're very fortunate at the moment. My daughter Gabrielle and her boyfriend Luke have relocated from Sydney back to our place, and it's just been absolutely lovely. Every night's a dinner party, and so we're the same actually, really enjoying that time together. So
it's nice.
Thank you so much for all of that. Now, I've got my famous fast 5 questions for you. Are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. Favorite exercise?
It would probably have to be yoga when I can get there, walking and meditation. Got to exercise the mind and the body.
Favorite vegetable?
Probably avocado, although that's technically a fruit, but yeah.
That's close enough.
Avo.
Favorite splurge?
Maybe a lovely bottle of red or a nice Chardonnay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Favorite health supplement?
I don't actually take a lot of supplements. I do prefer real food over anything, so of course. But look, I do love magnesium. I love having a beautiful, I've got the magnesium sprays, and I do make sure that I have a beautiful big magnesium soaked bath once a week.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. Magnesium's definitely been a favourite among everyone we've been talking to, actually.
So good. Just when you're just feeling a bit off. I even do it to the kids as well. I'm like, right, in the bath.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. And one thing that you can't live without?
I would have to say sunshine.
Nice. Nice.
Yep.
And maybe James somewhere down there.
Well, look, it was funny. When I saw your questions come through, I thought, okay, I could say the phone, you could say your partners, you could say everyone else, but I'm not really attached to anything materialistic. But I thought the sun.
Beautiful.
The sun. You just need the sun, don't you? And of course, yes, children, hubby, family, all that.
Sun first. I love it. Now, people can find you under MamaP online, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
And they can check out your menu. They can get food delivered. So thank you so much for that. That is just a great service. Particularly, this is an opportunity or a great time for people to be trying different foods and different recipes as well, because people have more time to experiment with their kids, get their kids trying different things as well. So, you know, food and food prep can be a great way of bringing family and not friends, but bringing family together. So I really appreciate those tips. Now, just to finish up with, what's your number one health tip?
My number one health tip, I would have to say, is, look, I'm on the meditation train at the moment. I've been doing meditation twice daily, and I really think that is the core of where it all starts. Because if you're not healthy in your mind, because that's where it all begins.
Yes.
You know, it goes the mind to the gut, then to everything externally. So I definitely think meditation and connecting with your true self.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kylie. It's been a real pleasure. And all the best with everything at the moment, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Before I go quickly, I will quickly show you that we are quite famous for our raw desserts. So we have got heaps and heaps of beautiful gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, plant-based, paleo, refined sugar-free desserts. So yeah, and whole cakes. So there's like a couple of little selections. So everything's online, so you can jump on and have a little look.
Well, I've had one of your your raw food cakes before, and it was absolutely fantastic. So I can highly recommend everyone try it. Thank you so much, Kylie.
Awesome. Have a great day.